Alright, this is gonna be interesting, chat. This is gonna be interesting. So, there's been something that I've known about for quite some time. And I'm gonna do it openly on my stream for the first time. This is not something I've kept this kind of behind closed doors for quite some time purposefully. No, I'm not playing on PC. I have a controller right here. Alright. So, I've never done this before on stream. I have a new method of memory overflow. Indeed. Indeed, some pixel terror. Been doing this for a real long time. I generally don't bring this to the public because it can be pretty fucking breaky. Like real breaky. I'm gonna see how it works. I haven't done it in Destiny 2, so. Heyo. Cool. Those are all gonna be 330 too. 330. That's a Marty's make. Alright, so. Alright, let's do some infusion first. Alright, get rid of that. That's 335 now. Infuse this. That's now 330. Alright, this is let's see here. I got an auto rifle. I can put that into something. I can put that into my Prometheus lens because that's getting fixed. Someone's like, you could have dismantled that. I know. I don't care. That's already 335. Let's make this 335. Well, 330. I just want to say I loved your video where you talked about Destiny 2. A lot of my videos talk about Destiny 2, my friend. Which one are you talking about? I'm going to use something called memory overflow, and I haven't openly done it. So we're going to see how it goes. But I will show you. I will show you the steps that I'm going to take. I'm going to take the steps slowly. He's drinking nothing. I know, it's nothing. Gotta love green screens. All right. Yeah. You wanna give me the auto rifle? Cool. So there's something that I recently discovered about public events, and I'm gonna dig with it for a little bit. I'm just gonna buy that, even though I don't really need it. I'm just gonna buy it. All right. Okay, so to give you guys a really simple breakdown of what memory overflow is and what I'm attempting to do. Essentially, I'm trying to store up a bunch of information at the same time, and up to this point I didn't have a consistent way of storing information. This is a break that has existed. It happened a lot in Destiny 1 due to like the old gen and all sorts of, it happened a lot in Destiny 1. It made my, no, I bought it for 1K, forced Google Plus account. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be trying to do today. I'm going to try to see what I can do, see what kind of things I can get going on. And, probably Oliver. If done correctly, I can force an outcome. If done correctly, I can force an outcome. For example, if I store a bunch of information and release it all at the same time, right? I can, for example, here, I just have, it's hard to explain. Think of it as RNG manipulation. RNG manipulation, but it requires public events, and you'll see it in action once. I've got to test a few things. I tested it a little bit before I turned on the stream, but I'm not 100% certain as to how it functions. I've only got it to, yeah, you'll see. So, a lot of times when I say things like, if you look at my farming guide, specifically my strange coin farming guide, I'd said a lot of do things in this order. And I was doing that to, kind of seed this whole situation until I can show you what's going on. Essentially, when you open a public event chest, right, it stores what you're going to get from that public event chest, right? The second the public event chest spawns, right, it stores what loot you're going to get. So as soon as the chest drops, it stores that information. That information is now stored temporarily until you open the chest. What I've discovered recently is that if you don't open the chest, it still stores that information, and will drop it the next time you open a public event chest. There's 73 watching, Cody Miller. So we'll see what we can do here. We can see what we can mess with. We're just gonna need public events to happen. That's essentially what we need to have happen here. We just need public events. Damn, those 5 who just joined. Exactly. So we're gonna be waiting for public events and just kind of, I'll show you 2 tokens of the blue. It's not what we're aiming for here. It's not what we're aiming for here. Not what we're aiming for here. We are going to see what happens. There could be some interesting side effects here. I'm not worried about it having more public events. I'm worried about it being close to each other and not instancing via. You'll see. You'll see. Nope. No, I'm not using the wireless ones, if that's what you're saying. I'm not using the wireless ones. But we're just going to wait for a public event to occur, and in the meantime, we're going to do stuff, because Titan's just generally good. How do I plan on breaking Destiny? Something that is called memory overflow, or I'm going to attempt to memory overflow. At least that's how I've called it. I call it memory overflow. Essentially, I'm storing a bunch of information and releasing it all at the same time to, in attempt to force outcomes. You'll see. It's something that takes a little bit of time to set up. So there's a mechanic in place, and guys, if you're here and you got here and I already explained it, I'm sorry, it's going to get explained a lot. It's going to get explained a lot of times. But when you open a public event chest, the public event chest stores the information on what it's going to give you. The second it's there, it already determines what you're going to get. So as soon as it says public event complete, it rolls the loot table. That's what you're going to get, right? You're always going to get that information. However, this is easier to test. Just guys, we're testing things, right? Once I know how it works, then we're gonna go to a more literal and more lucrative situation, but I need to understand how it works before I can actually put it into practice in a more efficient manner. You guys will, you'll see. It's gonna take a couple times, but we're gonna get it. I need to test something first though. And it's gonna require doing a public event here and then going over to the other area and doing a public event there and seeing if it works. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the rewards in the chest and then do another one and get all the rewards at once. Yes, essentially that is what I'm gonna do, Luke. But I'm going to try to see how that affects the loot drops. I'm going to see if there's any sort of way that we can manipulate what's going on, or if we can store so much in there, like multiple hours, worth of chests in a single chest and see what happens to the loot table. So it's gonna be a long haul once we narrow down how it's gonna work. It's gonna be a long haul. Guys, if you go to, okay, so a lot of people have been asking while we wait for this public event to happen, that if I tested other things, and I did, and I know like a lot of people don't believe me, but like here we go. I guess this is how I can show you guys that I did in fact test other things. Let me go ahead and bring this up so you guys can see. All right, so here's this. Okay. A lot of people don't believe me for some reason that I didn't test other things, or can you test other things? When I said that it doesn't make a difference and that snipers were really the only ones that made sense to move, I wasn't just doing that because I'm lazy. Like, I promise you, that wasn't just because I'm lazy. Alright. So, just to show you guys, I did all of this, right? And I tested things. Like, I did shotguns, right? And shotguns in precision damage are drastically better than snipers. This is a shotgun that doesn't crit, and it still keeps up with snipers. You've got things like grenade launchers. Grenade launchers could probably end up being there. The Wicked Sister is trash. Perfect Paradox needs some work. Then you got things like swords and fusions that are just astronomically better. Trust me, I tested things. I did. I tested them. I did. No, Michael, I'm not saying that. The red button, you clearly never been here, my man. I am just very straightforward. Also, Michael Tigger, you didn't offend me. Trust me. You play colorblind settings? Yes, because I am slightly colorblind. And no, it was not quick. It's all good. No, bigger button. I like, this is just my general, like, how I am. I'm not being feisty. If you think I'm being feisty, at least I'm not trying to be. If I come off as a dick, I'm really not a dick. Trust me, I have no room to be a dick. I have no room, none. I am generally very, very grateful for everything that is my YouTube channel right now. Being rude to a subscriber is the last thing I need to do. RGB white and black colorblind? Interesting. Lightly red green. Dick shaming? What?
Look at those caches. They never learn.
Then teach them a new
Oh, that dude, I don't care how many people I have here. It doesn't matter if I have 10 people here or 300 people here. I want to talk to my community. That's my biggest thing, is community. So it's not that long. It's actually really short. it's super short. I don't have a long beard. Alright, so what's going to happen here is we're not going to grab the public event rewards. Okay.
That's all the caches. You know what that means?
Just going to throw out everyone that I have to manually approve you when you say shit like dicks out and tits out. So let's not, because I don't want to have to approve them because apparently my mod's already disappeared. Yep. That's it. That's everything. Yeah, that's exactly what I aim to do, Robert. Oh no, the chest does disappear. No, the chest disappears. Don't worry about the chest disappearing or not. That's not my concern. The chest will disappear. However. No, you're good. I was more calling out my mods. I was calling out Zeraki and MCHP. I was calling out my mods for disappearing already. It was not against you guys. My mod's just already like, nope, fuck it, I'm gone. Alright, so we're not gonna grab this. The chest will disappear. It'll be gone, right? It'll be gone.
An extremely successful sortie, as I've come to expect from you. Well done.
It does not. It does not go to the postmaster. Does not go to the postmaster. It does not go to the postmaster until you leave. Nah, you good. I'm just giving you, G-Man. Come on, dude. You've been watching me for a long time. You know I'm playing. All right. So this is one thing that I haven't done. All right. This is one thing that I haven't done. I haven't instanced out. I don't know what happens when you instant out. So we're gonna go over here. Now this is the test that I'm unsure about. This is where I'm unsure. I don't know what happens when I instance out. I've only tested it by staying in the same area and waiting for the public event to return. So this is the test that I wanted to do before I start stacking. If I can go to different zones, I think you can do exclamation point time. I think. Yeah, there you go. No, I'm not streaming on Twitch also. Only YouTube. No, I know. I'm here because it's honestly I'm here because it's the fucking words. Flashpoint. There we go. Flashpoint was the word I was looking for. What are you trying to do now? Stack a bunch of rewards on top of each other. You'll see. Okay. I was trying to turn another net. Trust me, we're gonna mess with this a little bit. Have not tested this, so this first part might, you're like, how often do you stream? Yes. Hello, sir. I haven't missed. Do I have all this? I do. Give me that. Nebraska. Hey, we got the Crimson. Didn't have it. That's another one knocked off the list. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So here is my exact thoughts on the TWAB, on the TWAB, on the THWAB, on the THWAB, whatever you want to call it, the TWAB, right? Nice clickbait title? Not a clickbait title, Luke. Not a clickbait title. Not a clickbait title. But the TWAB, like everything about what is going on, it's not what was said in the TWAB, right? It's not what was said in the TWAB. It was how it was presented. It was how it was presented. And it's also, can I break Destiny 2? Not, will I break Destiny 2? So, anyway. It was how it was presented. It was like, here's why we can't do this. Or here's our thought process behind it. Here's our thought process behind this. Here's how this is gonna work. Yep, I'm gonna see if it's vulnerable to memory overflow. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that almost anyone that watches my channel likes math. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that anyone that watches my channel likes math. That's a guess. What is the TWAB this week at Bungie? The weekly blog post. This week at Bungie, and it honestly makes me want to raid. Like, it makes me want to raid. They explained what is coming in the Iron Banner and how it's going to be functioning. They openly said, hey, there's this bug, but here's what's actually going on. We're working on it. It's not game breaking. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what you're going to experience. Like those little things, like here's how it works, here's what's broken, all those things. Those are, that is leaps and bounds for Bungie.
They must really love this spot.
That is leaps and bounds. Nah. Alright, so this one we're gonna test. We should get double rewards here if it works. So you should see a lot more than normal rewards here. So that is something that, ugh. Oh my god, this is so bad. Ugh. Holy crap. It is so bad. Alright, so here's the test. We should get double rewards. I'm going to let those rewards clear just to... So let's get those off. So this should give double rewards if it worked properly. Okay, it did give the token. Okay, so it worked, but I just got bad rewards. It did work. Okay, that's all I needed to know. All I needed to know. All I needed to know. So I'm gonna go turn in some stuff, and then we're gonna head to the EDZ and really just start stacking them. Two tokens in a blue. Called it, Oscar. Okay, so it does work. Now we need to really start stacking them. We'll take it. We'll. I see what you're saying. Will the first major expansion for Destiny 2 be worth it if they continue to improve on the minor fixes of a sweetened expansion and communication with the community? Absolutely. Like the thing is that it's so hard to say that it, like, as long as they keep doing these kind of things. I agree. Doubling you shit still gives you 2 shit. Right? I get that. Right? I wouldn't say Destiny 2 is slowly getting better. So Destiny 2 is slowly getting okay. Do you guys not realize that my logo is the function of cosine? Like need to change my channel to cosec or a function with the cosine. Yeah, like you guys. Do you guys? Hang on. Let's get into this real quick so you guys can really see what's going on with my logo. This isn't just like it isn't just a logo, right? My logo. All right, so we're gonna pull in the logo. Oh God, excuse me. Why was I? Why did I have the love? What the? Hold on. What the fuck just happened when I came into the tower? What just happened when I came into the tower? Why did I have... Did it? Did it storm? Oh, chat, it's working. It's working. All right. Anyway. All right. So we're gonna add this. Oh God, that's large. Hold on. All right. So we're gonna put this here. We're gonna go to studio mode. Boom. I'm gonna point out some things about my logo here because people don't realize what's going on with this. All right. So bring out the pointer finger because people like the pointer finger. All right. So first things first. This right here, this shape here, this is a cosine, right? This is a cosine symbol. This is literally the waveform for a cosine, right? Boom. Okay. This outer ring here, that's a C. This is an O, and this is an S. Okay. Okay. So COS, right? The whole thing is COS. This is a waveform, right? Now I want to point something about this center section. The circle combined with this orange wave only first half. All right. I'm gonna show you something fucking magical. I'm gonna show you guys something magical. You ready for this? You ready for this? I want you to look at this thing, right? I want you to look at this. You see this thing up here? You see that? Okay. You see that? You see the part at the bottom that's dark? The dark part of it? Right? The dark part? Right? Let's go grab the webcam again so I can point out. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the webcam here. We're gonna grab it. So we've got this part of the traveler, like the dark part of the traveler, the dark part, right? On this side. Now if I bring my logo back, that's this right here. This orange part. Just saying, chat. Is it the sign of wave? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? What is it shifted along? What is it shifted along? Where's it shifted? How far is it shifted? I'm just saying. Yeah, but is it... I understand. I understand starting at 0. Yeah, that's sin X. But I didn't start at 0. It shifted a certain amount of distance, boys. I want you guys to shift a cosine wave this much, this many. Shift it this much in the positive direction. Shift a cosine wave 2. Started at the origin. Again, Destiny 2 in a shifting it 2 in a positive direction. Everything means everything. I promise you. Promise you. It makes sense. Laugh at your jokes. I will. Trust me, I understand what's going on.
What do you see?
Depends on how big it is. Depends on how big it is. Depends on where you start it.
Guardian, hello.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've got it. It makes it trust me. Like, enough with the math, like, it makes sense. I know, I trust me, I know you know sine and cosine waves. How big is the scale? How big is the scale? X minus 2 doesn't, like, X minus 2 doesn't move it far enough. Like, but how zoomed in on the scale are you? Right, how closely analytical are you being? How close you closely analyze stuff, right? If you're closely analyzing things, right?
Nice work, Guardian. Keep the ground clear out there.
If you closely analyze something, trust me. Like, I know you are. Basically, the whole premise of it is a cosine wave shifted in a direction, in a positive direction, looked at if you look at the graph very closely, as in your scale is large, like that's the whole point. Like, when you look super deeply, like, it has meaning, okay? It has meaning. Five, 3, 3, 5, 3. Damn it, I need a chess piece. All right. Not just me. Not just me. I wasn't the only one to do it. It's all good. It's all good. That's fine. That's great, Pixelgeist. I'm proud. Thank you for sharing your opinion. Yeah. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Zaraki. It's not to scale. Like, fuck it. Like, It has to look good. Like, it wouldn't have looked good if we did it the other way. I mean, sure, yes, yes. MCHP, yes, it is. All right, let's go fucking store a bunch of shit in memory and cause weird things to happen. I'm at this point just excited to have new things. I like new things. New things are fun. It's all about the new things for me. Didn't it say someone was coming here? Neat. I'm glad that that's not. Nope. It's actually a Diablo reference. Nope, I don't think cores will still be a grind. I think they'll be a grind, but I don't think they'll be as bad. Because you'll need more cores. I see the grand vision. I see the grand vision. I do. I see what they're aiming for. We'll see how it plays out. I think it'll be... I think the master grind won't be any more difficult. You'll get an equal amount of masterworks. If that makes sense. It'll just seem more often. I know, it's hard to explain, but... Let's see if I have to solo this, I'm not doing it. You tried the update on Warframe? No, I have not. Would it work with high value targets? No, that's a different thing. How are you breaking it? I'll show you. So essentially, I'll show you, but essentially the way it works is when a public event happens, when you finish the public event, the chest drops. When that chest drops, it automatically rolls and stores the information of what loot you're going to get from that chest. As long as you do not go to orbit and you do not transfer via fast travel, at least as far as I'm aware, you can go to a different... I mean, people could join it if they want. People could join it if they want. If they're on my friends list, they can go ahead and join. If you're not on my friends list, send me a friend request and I'll add you in a bit. But it stores that information, and as long as you don't go to orbit or fast travel, it'll continue to store that information, and the next time you open a public event chest, it will then, in turn, give you that rewards. Unless, of course, you then do another public event, and if you do another public event, it'll store both that set of information. And what I'm attempting to do is cause it to write a bunch of stuff to the memory, and then dump it all at once, and see what happens. So that's how I'm gonna break it. You'll see it happen.
Ether servitor en route to reinforce the line. I trust your expertise.
Cost coins.
Fallen are at it again.
Keep them hungry.
PS4. You gonna help with this public event or not? No, he's not. Cool. Then I'm not doing the heroic version. I don't need to do heroic, it doesn't matter. So just stacking the game, stacking all the rewards to hopefully break the game. Essentially, but I'm causing it to, I want it to forget things. The coins do absolutely nothing except for telling me how long you're here. Basically just tells me how long you play, you watch and stuff. Just gives me an idea of how long you watch the stream and stuff like that. Gives me a gauge on who hangs out and why they hang out and stuff like that. Which, nothing major. At least right now. God. I don't know if I'm able. I should be able to finish it. But I don't like this one. Yeah, let's. I don't know if my fire team's open. Is my fire team not open? Right now they have no other uses, but they might in the future. Ow. You not? It's so irritating. Yep, that's it. Just gauges participation. It's how I determine who becomes mods and stuff. Alright, cool.
Another servitor for the
You know what? I'm gonna try to see what happens if you fast travel.
I never tire of hearing that. Thank you, Guardian.
Yep. Exactly. My fire team open? Let's find out. It's public, so. Okay, I'm still not gonna do heroic because no one's here. Okay, that comes in 3 minutes. That's fine now. John PS4, send me a friend request. I'm just gonna accept a bunch of people. There we go. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, it is. I agree, Vince. It does. It's no bueno, but very unfortunate how unpopulated places are. People might show up here though. It does suck. Oh, absolutely. Like everything about this is like everything about like change and stuff. You need to see action. Like just saying that they're gonna do things isn't gonna do anything for us. I have not played Monster Hunter World. I know, but I don't want to over fast travel. Don't want to over fast travel. Do I want to? Yeah, I mean, yeah. At some point. It's not at the top of my interests. I can see why people would enjoy it, but it's not at the top of the list. It's not at the top of the list. Postmaster on Dim? That's a good point. I can do that. See if fast traveling forced it to switch to my Postmaster. Let's see here. Is anything in my postmaster? Nope, postmaster's empty. I can fast travel. Okay, so fast traveling is okay at least one time in between public events. I'm not gonna overdo it though. Not gonna overdo it. Not gonna overdo it. Alright, we'll do heroic this time.
I'm reading a skiff with glimmer.
Kind of excited to see what happens if I do a whole bunch of this. This may just like... Yeah, I'll test it. We'll test it. We'll test it.
We'll teach them not to dig around here.
I have full confidence in you.
Yeah, I agree with you, Vince Gaming. We'll see it up. Yeah, I just hope that it doesn't. Well, we've got a lot of things to figure out here before we can really like push it and see what happens here. I am gonna open this one to see if I get double rewards here. If I get double rewards here, we know we can fast travel, and we know it's working properly. So. I'm also interested to know where it's storing the information. And in comparison to like, it's probably server side, but it should be interesting to see what happens. We'll open this one and see what happens. I'm also gonna open chests just to see what happens. Okay. Do you like this music? It doesn't bother me. I just do it because it's copyright free for the most part. For the most part, it's because it's copyright free. That's the main reason we're doing it here. So we're gonna open this one, see if we get double drops. If we get double drops on this one, then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start fast traveling all the time to new locations and whatnot, and then we're just gonna stack it. Also, so I actually had a conversation with a Bungie dev in DMs the other day, and I'm probably going to include it in one of my Destiny feedback loop videos. At least the premise of the conversation that we had. So it was the guy, by the way, if anyone's curious, it's the guy behind the Raid Ghost that I was actually talking to. Like, really, really cool dude. Really, really humble. Yeah. Okay.
Another impeccable smash and grab. Well done.
Alright, so double. Cool. We can fast travel, does not wipe the series, does not do anything. Cool. Cool. So now we can just start stacking. Also, people with me, you're just gonna have to follow with me and look at the stream and see where I'm going. Yeah, they're doing the TWAP. Daniel. Had a conversation with Daniel. Really, really cool dude. Gave me a lot of insight about how feedback and what kind of feedback they look for. Just kind of like what is useful to them, what is not useful to them. You don't see how stacking rewards is going to break the game? Just because it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But essentially, I'm storing a bunch of information, and hopefully I can store enough information to where it just literally doesn't know what to do with that information, and just starts it's testing what happens. Because you're like, oh, it's only 2, but what happens when... What happens when I do so much that it fills the Postmaster and my inventory, and then still has more rewards to give? What does that look like? What does it look like when you have nowhere to put it? What happens when my inventory is completely full, my Postmaster's completely full, and it just doesn't know where to put that in? Like, what happens then? What happens to the rewards? Because these are dropped rewards, right? Does it overflow the Postmaster? Does it create items that the game doesn't know how to handle? Like, what happens? Yeah, and it is delayed. But what happens, because these rewards are stream rewards, right? They come in streams. They're not physical items. They're not physical items, right? They don't drop as the little tokens that come out of like strike chests. They are literally a stream of rewards. What happens to them if they have no place to go? That's what I want to know. Does it crash? Does it... Like, I just want to know what happens. I'm not trying to sit here and exploit the game. I just want to know what happens.
Everything. And I mean everything.
Yet another devastating blow to their morale. Brilliant.
This is my only way to feasibly test what happens in the... Like, yeah, essentially, right? Because they mentioned in the TWAB earlier that the shader survey is testing out to see if it consists across all rewards. Exactly. I want to see what happens when there's no place for items to go. If items have no place to go, what happens? Do I lose all of them?
We're keen to acquire a few resources from the field. Your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, didn't it delete the oldest items in D1? Absolutely, right? But what is the oldest item if it all comes at the same time? What is the oldest if it all happens at the exact same point? That's because the Cage Stash creates physical items, Monique. The Cage Stash creates physical items. It doesn't create a stream of items. If all the items are created at the exact same instance, there's no oldest item. What item does it delete? What item does it choose to delete? Does it delete random items? Do they all get deleted because they're all the oldest item? Like, that's what I want to know.
We'll teach them not to dig around here.
I have full confidence in you.
I don't have any in the Postmaster. There is no items in the Postmaster. If all the items are the oldest items, which item gets deleted? We're gonna find out what happens. What's happening? I'm testing the whole shader situation using a different method. Like, I mean, simply, I could put in the title testing memory overflow, but people are like, what the fuck is memory overflow? That's freaking boring. Doesn't matter what the Postmaster backspace is, I'm going to be doing a lot of public events. Because this will put it at 4 items. Have a good one, Luke. The Glimmer stack in the same way? Potentially. Nope. Nope. Not gonna force an actual memory overflow. I'm not gonna sit here and try to crash the servers. Come on now. I'm gonna break the law doing shit. What the heck do you think about? Hell to the nah. That is so many things on my screen right now. Where is the thing? There it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That Glimmer has our names all over it.
Gonna happen.
Down.
We're gonna have some framey issues here. Use your shotgun. Thanks. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Indeed.
Hey, Deborah. Glimmer, incoming.
Another impeccable smash and grab. Well done.
Yeah. YouTube doesn't really like this game. My internet doesn't like this game. It's not it's not YouTube.
Fallen and their stockpiles. Will they ever learn?
I don't really know if that meme's dead yet. It's on its way out, but I don't know if it's dead yet. Oh, I agree. I mean, there's already meta memes. Here. That's where we went. Why is it not? Okay. Woo!
How nice of the Fallen to share their passions with us.
Overused doesn't mean dead.
Got those walkers and the scorch man. We got everything.
You are indeed a force of nature. I see a great deal from up here. For instance, supplies that would reinforce the farm.
Okay, just fallen. That's easy. So that was 3 public events without opening. That's okay.
We asked Deborah to talk about what those were for. They were incredible.
Keeping our comm network
Cut their
running
beard
out here is
horizontally.
a
What do you
major
mean?
strain on our resources. Anything you pick up in the wild will really help us out.
Wow. Good miss me. Good miss. fine. I'll shoot you anyway. Right now we've got 3 drops stored. We need to store a lot of drops.
Ghost and Guardian collecting. Here to help.
You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna put this on the screen. Hold on.
No cabal too late.
Do I have a text? I don't. Just like
Spotted another Cabal mining expedition. Guardian, you know the drill.
all right, cool. Oh, bread. Got it. I realized that you said bread. It's like I just realized that you said bread. I thought we were talking about beards. I was like, why the fuck would you cut a beard horizontally?
We hang on longer. This lander is ours.
Do as you see fit. I trust your methods.
So again, for not paying attention. HorizontalBeards.com. What up, Tyler? How's it going, Javier? No, I like my channel, Michael Singer. I like my channel. Thanks, though. I really do enjoy my channel, so no thank you.
Ship down.
That's not how I'm breaking Destiny, but thanks for the suggestion. Four drops stored. No promises on country music.
Devrim, guess what? The Cabal lost everything. And I mean everything.
Yet another devastating blow to their morale. Brilliant.
And no, it doesn't go to the postmaster if I don't pick it up. It's just being stored. It's being stored in memory. At least so far, it doesn't get picked up. There's no place. It's just holding, like, it's just sitting in limbo right now. All the drops are sitting in limbo at the moment.
I'm reading a skiff with Glimmer mining equipment aboard, Guardian. Interested?
We're still talking about the bread. Jesus. Y'all need to relax with the bread.
We'll teach them not to dig around here.
I have full confidence in you.
Why not? Why not? That is a really valid question. Toasters should be made. They do make toasters there.
Do they still think they can?
Is there something like what you're doing in D1? What are you talking about? Like, because the North Pole are horizontal, like depending on where you are on the planet, that could end up being vertically. All depending. That's it, croutons only from now on. What the fuck are you talking about, Tyler? After this one, it'll be 5. Also, guys, if you are playing, save your engrams until the 30th. There's no retroactive. Engrams are rolled when you open them, not when you receive them. So, if you want Masterwork armor and Masterworks in general, save your engrams for Tuesday. Dinky orbs. Trying to think. I don't even know. Like I have to store. I just realized how many I'm gonna have to store to even make this feasible. That's fine though. We'll store a whole bunch. We'll store a whole bunch. We'll play a whole bunch of video games today. Yes, Ascended Human. Yes. People still play this game. Thank you, Doe. Thank you for your input. Appreciate you. And any further questions?
Smash and grab. Well done.
No, you don't need to worry about it. You don't even need to. You don't even need to like jump on down the throat or anything like that. Just let it be. It's fine. Instead, a human wants to spew his opinions. That's. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do all day. You don't need to worry about him. Keep it generally English, please. You can if you want. That's what I'm doing. I've got 5 drops stored. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I don't expect you to do it. You don't have to do it as well. But if you want, you can. Yeah, so I don't have to update it every time, Oliver. But yes. To answer the question, yes. I hate you, Tyler. Hate you, Tyler. I'll let you handle that. Thank you. See, this is what I like when there's a mod here. I don't have to do anything. YouTube is hypersensitive, though. It's kind of funny. YouTube is hypersensitive.
Picking up some aberrations in reality. We both know what that means.
Here come the Taken again.
At this point, I could set my watch by them.
Okay. Why? Okay. Cool, I'm glad they broke it. Glad they broke it. That's cool. But no. I really wish they would stop breaking the blight. May not do the thing and shoot the blight in the middle. There we go. Jesus. I have no idea what you're talking about, Tyler, but yes. I'll say yes. I'm gonna die. Gonna die. I was over that, but thanks, game. Didn't. That was 6. No, that was, yeah, that was 6.
Yes! Another taken champion down.
Gotta check my postmaster. Interesting. Boss uses miss me with that shit. There was some stuff in my postmaster, but kind of, that's weird. Pension? No. Huh. Might have been a token I left on the ground. I don't know. There is some stuff in my postmaster, but we'll see if it gets more full. Try boil it in milk. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, absolutely. I feel a lot better. Actually, I feel fine now. I'm not dead anymore. Like 100% back to.
Ah, my friend.
Yeah, probably.
Nearby. Perhaps now would be a good time to deal with them before their numbers grow.
I mean, 3 of Coins have always been next to useless. Even in D1, they were next to useless. I mean, sure, a thick cost is it's not a thick cost. You nailed it.
I've spotted another Cabal mining expedition. Guardian, you know the drill.
I'm testing to see what happens if I store a bunch of rewards and get them all at the same time. Suitably thick. Thanks.
This lander is ours.
Do as you see fit. I trust your methods.
You're the reason Nazis existed? Holy fuck, Tyler.
Pleasure to watch you work. I don't think they had as good a time as I did.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck did I unlock that for? Put the explanation somewhere? Nah, not a big deal. It don't matter. Yes. I have no idea when Borderlands 3 is coming, but when it does, it'll be here.
Ship down.
You have found the limit, Oscar. You have found the limit. I knew you crossed it, but that's okay. This will be number 8. I gotta check my postmaster again, see if more stuff has ended up in my postmaster. Opened some blues, but only one token so far. And I have 7 stored at the moment. This will be number 8 stored. Probably gonna store like 15 and see what happens. What are you talking about? No? I don't have anything going on. I don't hear anything. Don't push the limits, please. I'll be back in a bit. God damn it. Hit it. I'll let you go on your bread tirade, chat. Oh no, not the Discord LFG that no one uses. Not the Discord LFG. This is way too big.
That's all the base. Here we go.
Oh, I know. This isn't something that I'm gonna do in one sitting. I'm not gonna test it entirely. I want to see what, like, I need to have like ideas. Oh, I didn't know Discord is adding a native looking for team. Neat. Good on Discord. Why did it? What? Why did I get a token set to the postmaster? What? Why did I have a token sent to the postmaster? What the fuck? So weird. I don't care. Bump into me. Yeah, it's token sent to the postmaster. What the fuck? But it didn't actually. Tokens don't get sent to the postmaster.
Equipment aboard, Guardian. Interested?
No. I don't think they'll ever completely remove Eververse. I honestly do not believe it'll ever go away.
I have full confidence.
Yes, you can leave the naughty corner now. Tokens don't go to the postmaster when I have room for tokens. Like, they don't go to the postmaster when you have room. They do, but it shouldn't have gone to the postmaster when it did. There's no reason for that one singular token to go to the postmaster, which means weird things are happening, which is exactly what I want to happen. So things are working as unintended. Things are working as unintended. It wasn't the fact that it was PG, just push the limits, my dude. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's PG or not. Yeah, I mean, at some point, yeah. Well,
That cylinder has our names all over it.
I'm storing drops. Storing drops. Currently have 8 drops stored. This will be number 9. Ooh, no.
Guardian down.
Okay. I am storing drops using. I'm basically seeing what happens when there isn't room for things to occur. Yeah, so like, essentially, when you get a drop from a public event, it instantly drops it into the chest, and if you don't pick it up, it stores that drop. The things that have been happening so far: one, when I went to the tower, I was automatically already in don't touch the floor. The floor is lava mode. And then now I have like things going to the postmaster that I didn't receive. So we're getting some weird anomalies, but we're storing drops in memory to see what happens when you do it. See, like that's like there, I got a token, but I shouldn't have gotten a token. And see, it's going to the postmaster.
Well done.
See, like, why is that happening? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That shouldn't be happening. And I still have nothing in my postmaster, which is weird. I don't know. Weird things are occurring, and I'm not sure what it is. We're gonna open on this next one. We're gonna open on this next one. We're gonna open on this and see what happens. Tyler, you ask this question all the time. Please. So, not entirely sure what's going on here. I've had the game send tokens to the post many times while farming. Are you not receiving the, like, here's the thing. Sending them to the postmaster is fine. Sending them to the postmaster when I'm not receiving rewards is the weirdness that's going on. Look at our bread, Matt. I'm doing it. Oh yes, I will. If it gets real weird. You're getting random tokens too? Okay. No, I'm not gonna change it to loaves stored. The one-off meme that.
Cabal mining expedition. Guardian, you know the drill.
Do it for the bread. I'm not gonna do it for the bread, chat.
We hang on long enough. This lander is ours.
Do as you see fit. I trust your methods.
That means you're out of verses, potentially? Probably just means you're out of verses. But I can't help you on how to fix glitches. I only know somewhat how to cause them to happen. I enjoy and dislike all of you. Velos. God damn it.
Ship down.
Alright, we're gonna open this one, chat. We're gonna see what happens here. I know it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not the maximum amount you can possibly store. We're gonna see what happens here. So we're still getting tokens sent.
Hey, Deborah, guess what? The Cabal lost everything. And I mean
Weird.
everything.
Another devastating blow to their morale. Brilliant.
Yeah, but that was incredibly lackluster for having 10 public events stored. Huh. Yeah, it takes time. I need to store more.
Checking now.
Okay. Were you opening it every time, Colby?
Back from the hunt, I see.
God damn it, chat. Here we go. You were intermittently opening them. Okay, so... So it gave me like 5 chests worth when I opened it, but then then it automatically sent it. Trying to fully understand what occurred.
Always good to see you, Guardian.
So it affected you. That's weird. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Four blue, 7 tokens. So you got 7 rewards out of that chest? No, I'm not going to change my logo to a bun with a cosign underneath of it. No, chat. No. Got tokens. Get off the chest before I get the tower. It's so... But only that once. But you were opening them. You were opening them intermittently in between there, Colby, right? So you got basically 7 rewards worth.
You just never quit, do you? Took out golf, woke up the travel.
I don't know.
And now half of what I hear in the streets is how much you and your clan are making a difference.
Hey-o.
Clan thing in the first place. People are still waiting.
Are we 335?
Time for a change. And guardians like you are making it happen. No pressure.
We did it. We beat Destiny, chat. I'm gonna have to do like a lot more.
Catch you later.
Saved only 5. Checked every chest that was open and it was normal until then. And you got rewards for 8. I had 4 rewards in my postmaster technically. Yeah, that's what I don't understand either. That's what I'm trying to like figure out what's going on. Why, if you open them occasionally and you got rewards for 7, and Kinkari got rewards for 8, but only saved 5. What is going on? I think it gave my rewards to him. It gave my rewards to my fire team members. Because I only got rewards for 5 when I opened, but they got... Kinkari saved 5 but got 8, so that would account for 3 of them. And if he got 7, that would be 2 more. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it gave my rewards to my fire team members. It's so weird. Yeah, I need to try it when I'm not in a fire team, but I'm trying to understand what happened in this case. Because I only got rewards, I had 10 stored, right? I had 10 stored. No, it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what actually happened there. So I had 10 stored. 3 of them went to the postmaster. Because I know that's for sure. I know 3 rewards went to the postmaster. No, again, it's totally fine. I'm just trying to figure out what happened in that situation. I'm trying to count the rewards in my head. Because I had 72 tokens. So I only got 7 of my... Yeah, I only got 7 of my rewards. But my fire team members got 5 additional? Alright, Jeff McKeon. So what happens is... So... When a public event is completed, the chest spawns, and when that chest spawns, it already knows what the rewards are. The second it spawns, boom, the rewards are inside. So when you open it, boom, you get the rewards. But if you don't open it, it stores that for the next time you open a chest. So the next time you open a chest, it's going to give you double rewards. But if you don't open that one, it'll give you triple. If you don't open that one, it'll give you quadruple, and so on and so on and so on. I stored up 10 chests worth of rewards in a single chest when I opened it. So I should have got an influx of 10 rewards worth. But I only got 7 of those rewards. I only got 7 of those rewards. But when I did do it and released it, my fire team members received additional rewards that should have gone to me, is the way I'm understanding it. Like the game didn't know who to give the rewards to, so it just started giving rewards. But it was also sending single tokens to the postmaster. Really, really strangely. Like it wasn't sending the full reward scheme to the postmaster, but then it did. Well, the thing is like when we had it caps apparently, because when I opened at 10, it was giving out all the rewards at the same time, but it didn't give it to the right people. Like it gave it to, because Colby and King Kari are in my fire team right now, and they received more rewards than they should have. It was a very strange situation. Yeah, I think we need to. Yeah, I got you. I know, 10 drop sword, I got you. It was just very, very strange. I don't think there's maybe some trade system that was buried, got utilized to the fire team as a shared space for inventory. I'm gonna have to really analyze the like, huh? Yeah, storing drops is just not opening public event chests. Yeah. I'm just like super confused as to what happened. Just opened 5 worth myself, got 4 worth. There's something happening. There's something strange going on. You stored 3 but got 7? I don't want them to. Yeah, but that's not the peculiar thing that's going on. That's not the pure like the strange thing that's going on in my book. What's weird is people are storing chests and not storing chests. Like that's the weird thing that's going on here.
Comms network requires constant attention. Manifest attached for some materials that will make this all.
The weird thing that's going on now is that like people are storing amounts and not receiving it, but people are not storing the same amount but also receiving more than what they're storing. Which is what's the odd thing going on. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's yeah, basically. Just I don't fully.
Do they still think they can outrun us?
Post had 1 worth. So for you, were you in a fire team? Were you in a fire team? Okay, so you stored 5, got 5. You were solo, correct? Okay. So, it rectified your situation by sending it to the postmaster. But in our situation, since there was fire team members, it just used fire team members' inventory? There's something going on and I'm not entirely sure what it is.
That glimmer has our names all over it.
That might be what's going on. My postmaster was really loaded, maybe not full, but a lot of items. Maybe. But I'm not entirely convinced. So to fill you in is what's going on. We're testing something that involves what happens to loot when you don't open public events chests. So basically, when a public event chest spawns, it spawns the loot inside of it. It stores that information in the chest until it is opened, and as long as you don't orbit out, that data is stored and put into the next chest. If you store a bunch of chests worth of stuff, we're trying to see what happens to that stuff. And so far, we've had a couple weird things happen. It's trying to give us the tokens, for example. It tries to give us the tokens, but doesn't.
Another impeccable smash and run. Well done.
I've got a lot going through my head, I'm sorry. Let's actually, I'm going to start over. When you finish a public event, a chest spawns. In that chest, it already has loot stored. So when you open it, it's going to give you the same thing no matter what time you open it. It's not like it's when you open, it's already spawned, it's there. If you don't open the chest, it stores that information in the chest ID. So the next time you open a chest, so if I were to open this chest, I would actually get 2 rewards worth of chests. We did that and stored up 10. What happened was, instead of it giving me 10 rewards, it gave me 7 or 8, but then gave my fire team members way more than what they had stored. It was just, it's weird stuff is going on, and I'm trying to pinpoint what exactly is going on. That's because you come into other people's streams and ask people to come join your stream. Get the fuck out of my chat.
Let's do this.
Hit them where it hurts.
Doesn't have anything to do with the name, just because they're fucking begging they don't work for it. Fuck off. Fuck out of my chat. No, that doesn't matter. Increasing loot doesn't matter for public events. That again, but I did it. Yeah, that's not going to make any difference when it comes to
That's all the vents. Here we go.
How's it going, Johnny Black? How's it going? How's it going? So this is now, this is 2 stored as long as everyone else is storing.
Guardian down.
Indeed.
Guardian down.
Tyler, I'm in my channel if you want to pop in. Actually, Tyler, if you've got time to pop into my channel and discuss this with me and try to, I kind of want your input. You've broken games with me before. It's a long thing, Puff and stuff. It's
I'm reading a skip with Glimmer mining equipment aboard, Guardian. Interested?
it's more understanding something than what?
We'll teach them not to dig around here.
I have full confidence in you.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
Do they still think they can outrun us?
I don't.
We'll teach them not to dig around here.
I have full confidence in you.
Neat.
scouts from the farm spotted some suspicious targets near you. Packing some things we'd like to get our hands
It's right here.
on. You up for it?
Right there. No, like go right there. It's literally right there.
That clipper has our names all over it.
Aha! Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's not what we were trying to do. This is Cal selected. Yeah, it's like, there we go. So that rock isn't solid. Good to know, Bungie. Good to know. Good to know. It's the little things. Unmuted?
Be different. Glimmer incoming.
No?
Another impeccable smash.
Hold on.
Well done.
Hold on, Tyler. Alright.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
It required us to, it required a restart on my part.
Got it.
So, you see what's going on, right, Tyler? Or, like, a little bit?
Something about a rock?
No, not the rock. Like, the overall premise that's going on here.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on what possibly could be occurring?
Spotted another Cabal mining expedition. Guardian.
Wait, what? What?
On the whole, like, why it's, like, the whole storing of drops and why it's giving it to other people?
Oh, that sounds like a really, really weird overflow, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
But- But if, wait, so it's going to other players
Other
in the
peop-
fire team?
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, because normally what it does when it doesn't have access to your inventory, it's like, oh, this just needs to go to the postmaster, right?
Right.
But it's not. It's just divvying it out to whoever. And I don't know if it's just, it was happenstance that it went to the fire team, or if it just happened to go to the fire team. I'm wondering if there are people that are in my area right now that are just getting extra loot.
But what would cause that to begin with? Like, why would that information not default to where it was supposed to go?
Okay, because like you understand how it's occurring in the first, like how we're storing the drops, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so basically public events, when they drop loot, right? The second the chest
Yep.
spawns, it already knows what it's going to give you. And it stores that somewhere in memory, whether that be on the server or clients. So it stores it somewhere, right? It says you
Okay.
are going to get this loot. If you do not open the chest, it retains that you are going to get this loot set of memory. And the next time you open a chest, it would give you that loot. And if you don't open that chest, well, then it has 3 sets of information. And when we did it with 10, it gave me like 6 or 7. The other dude in my fire team, he had stored 3 but got 7 instances of loot, and the other dude had stored 5 but got 8.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. And I was just curious if like maybe like, because I know we've done stuff like this before in other games, but like
I'm not really sure. I'd have to think about that a little bit more.
Do I? I mean, it's not harmful. If anything, it's hindering me. You know what I mean? Like it's not giving me an advantage. If it would give me advantage, like the second it gave me advantage, like the stream would cut and there'd be DMs flying.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because like there's like 40 people that are now aware. Those 40 people tell their 3 fire team members. Now we know 120. You know what I mean? It's gonna spread like wildfire. So I need to get it. Oh, it would. If I was getting like 8 exotics from opening a chest, you know how fast that would spread? Like, like there's no, there's no like, it would be Cost Gaming did this thing and he got 8 exotics and be like, okay, sorry. But I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm gonna see what.
Have a good night, Oscar Wright. The yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, if you found something out, it would spread to all the many tens of hundreds of Destiny 2 players.
Yes. To be fair, that tens of hundreds of Destiny 2 players, a lot would come back because loot, and then they would get bored of it and leave. It'd be like the new loot cave.
Yeah, that's true.
See a lot of people doing public events, but never opening the chest. Be a really weird sight. But now I just want to understand what's going on. And I don't have the tools. Plus I'm not a dev, so I don't know what kind of background coding is going on be like to fix this sort of situation. Is it
right?
Correct? So
well, it doesn't seem like anything is particularly breaking.
It's more getting confused.
You haven't had an issue where like drops just didn't
happen.
End up getting stored at all, right?
Yeah, there's no like disappearing drops. If anything, there might be a couple more that are appearing, but they're not super beneficial, and they're not going to the people it's supposed to go to.
Injection rig approaching, Guardian. You know what to
That is debatable on the fact that most people don't need any more loot regardless. True. I get you, Puff and stuff. I mean, I'm going to store up another set and see what happens if we all dump it at the same time. And now I just want to understand what's going on.
Let's do this.
hit them where it hurts?
It's less of like actually trying to like actively seek out an exploit, because to be completely honest, that's what I was doing. I just didn't want to openly say that. But now that I know that it's not an exploit, I'm going to now it's just acting like it doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So, having all stored the same should be a good control, right? No, because it's not acting normally. Like, if it was acting normally, like there's no if it was giving out, like, for sure, like, showed me the rewards but I didn't get them, but then you got them, right? Like, for example, if I had 3 exotics drop when I did it, and you got 3 exotics in your inventory but I didn't get any of them, then starting to going into trying to control it and see what happens. But it's just abnormal, and it's doing things that it shouldn't. Like, also, Tyler, when I went to the tower after dicking around with it for a little bit, it did something that requires a trigger to occur. Like, I have to go to a specific spot and hold square to make something happen, but it was already applied when I was in the tower. And that was
okay.
But that was like the first thing I did in the stream, but that was after I had done it, which means I feel like things are getting stored in memory, and the game doesn't know how to handle it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying when you first told it to me. It sounded like an overflow thing. But it might be server side if other players are affected in some way.
Yeah, in comparison to the previous time, it'll definitely tell us what's going on. And like if we, because I think this is number 5. I haven't even counted. I don't even care anymore. I think this is 5. it doesn't even matter how many we're storing, it's just what happens when we store them. Because we're not getting the weird token sent to the inventory thing yet. Like, also, like, it's giving us tokens for completing them, which it normally should, right? But it's giving it to us when we're not opening the chest and sending them directly to the postmaster, but only the tokens. If you're at max light, would your loot drop at max light for lower level players? I don't know. That's an interesting thought. I wonder if I'm getting, because I should get 320. All my loot should be 324 when we open it, or higher. Like, no, I'm getting 326 now. Doesn't matter, right? Okay, so I'm getting 326 blues right now because I'm 335. King Car and Colby, what are your light levels? Let's see here.
That would break the game. It's already broken.
Yeah. So the only person that would benefit from this is Colby. The only person that would benefit would be Colby. If Colby starts getting drops higher than what he should get 321 drops. But if he gets 320, oh, you're max. Okay, so we can't test it with this group. But this is not a big deal. It doesn't matter. But I wonder. That's a. How's it going, James? Yeah, like, I wonder if it has to do with the fact that it also creates, they're not physical items. Because in like strikes and stuff, Tyler, it drops like when you open the chest, it creates a physical item that shoots out of the chest and then you pick that physical item up. For public events, it's a stream of IDs that get thrown into your inventory.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think I'm going down to a memory overflow thing. It has to be. It just doesn't know what to do with it, so it's looking for places to put the additional stored information. And the most logical place for it to put it is people that are already connected to you client side.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is it would be, because I mean, it would be like obvious memory overflow. So if any of those IDs were changed in some way, so you started getting just like wild shit that just dropped, like didn't make any sense, that would be super obvious, right? But the fact that like there's this weird distribution happening, that's the thing that it's like I don't really know. Maybe if there is an overflow, maybe the anomaly kind of manifests itself in the process of where that information goes as opposed to what the information is. You know what I mean? Because that's what we were doing with Borderlands, was changing what the information was, not where it went.
Yeah. I wonder, because like for anyone that's not aware, big games like this have a lot of auto-generated code, and they have code in the code that generates code to, you know, the whole game is built on, like this game is trillions upon trillions of lines of code, but only a couple million of them are statically written, if that makes sense. Like a developer himself will write 100,000 lines of code or something, right? And then press go and it auto-generates a bunch of shit based on the engine that they're using and whatnot. I wonder if it's like writing information and it's trying to figure out what that information is. But then that would generate weird things that don't exist.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like items that just would be garbage code.
Yeah, it's not generating garbage code items. But I'm not entirely sure. Really not. I might poke and prod around and I keep doing with it, but does it only do it for tokens, or does it also work for resources, like an overload of resources? It just gives, it's literally anything that the chest can give just gets spread out.
Do they still think they can outrun us?
I think there's a safeguard in place for this. Like there has to be a safeguard that they this is something that they... I feel like this is something that they found, and they didn't think anyone would dick with it. You know what I mean? Or if they did, they...
like the XP curve?
Yeah. Yeah, like the XP curve.
Yeah, that was savage.
Yes. But I think this is something that, like, oh, this could be a problem. Do a workaround. You know what I mean? Like, instead of, like, being able to actually...
Puffin stuff, that might be right. It might be like a rocket ship made out of duct tape kind of thing, where it's like, what's more duct tape gonna do?
Yeah. That's actually probably exactly what's occurring. It's probably a bunch of stuff that, like, patch, and because they did a bunch of patches, in the meantime, it generated a bunch of fucking bullshit code somewhere on it that does weird things. I'm good. Bread fixes everything. Goddamn, these fucking... This is one of the main...
bread.
Like...
The bread. I'm gonna say that your chat's the most underrated chat of 2017.
Of 2017?
Mm-hmm. So many memes have lived and died in your chat. They've been born. They were born and died in your chat.
Very, very, very quickly. We have the fastest turnaround for memes.
Yes, arguably. If you're a meme investor, you need to get hooked up with us now.
Because you can get some spicy memes, and they do not last long. But they are spicy. But yeah, the rock thing was a totally different thing, by the way. I know. I just thought about it because we're in the same area. That was just a hole in geometry that I found that I'm surprised wasn't a clickbaited title out of map glitch by a bunch of Destiny YouTubers at some point.
Right. Whoa! Hey, that guy fucking disappeared. That was cool.
Yeah, that was.
I'm a meme developer writing trillions of lines of coded memes a day. Nice.
The bread stream is great. Oh god. Hold on.
Hey, it's me, Matt, the professional streamer.
Who answers phone calls from their
answer
mother.
my phone call during a stream.
Oh, how dare I? You know, how dare I not answer the phone call from my mother?
Oh, it's the mom.
If it was anyone else, I would have just fucking ignored them.
Well, I don't answer my phone when I'm at work, even if my boss calls me. And they'll be like, why didn't you answer? And I'll be like, dude, I was working. What do you want me to do?
You want to pay me to answer my phone or pay me to work?
Right.
Just talking about selling a donkey. I mean, I could see how you say selling a donkey. I said, is it important I'm streaming? Which would be an equal amount of syllables. And she goes, no, not important. So she really just called me to see what I was doing.
My mom does that too now, man. It's weird. I don't know if I like it.
What are you doing? Things?
Yeah, because I know it's, you know, I mean, like, I'm an adult, she's an adult, she lives in another fucking state, so she's genuinely just like, hey, how's life? But,
God
you know, you got
dang
a whole...
it.
Oh, shit. Maybe it's important now.
Ship down.
What the fuck? Well, that was an interesting one.
But what the fuck? I had stream muted, but my mother won a tiny drone. So she asked me if I wanted it. And I
See,
said
that is important.
Okay, so here's the whole token going to the postmaster thing that's occurring.
Hey, Deborah, guess what? The Cabal
You'll see it in a
wants
second.
everything. And I mean everything.
Yet another devastating blow to their morale. Brilliant.
Like, there's no reason for that token to go to the postmaster. No, don't turn back. So in my head, that means open the next one. Because we've reached
Did you
the
dig
point.
through the patch notes already?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't dug through the patch notes. Why?
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering if maybe that was a feature.
Of sending tokens to the postmaster when there's room for them?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just didn't make any sense, but I figured I'd throw it out there, all right, you know?
Let's dig through the patch notes and see if there's any instance of we're gonna send tokens to the postmaster even if there's room for them to add an extra step. Enjoy the new end game.
Enjoy it. This will help you and your friends in the end game.
By adding an extra step of you going to the tower to receive your tokens. I'm gonna check the postmaster chat. That's what, like, relax.
Oh yeah, but mom's calling you. Yeah, you know, seeing how you're doing, right? Because especially as a son, you've got an entire life of your mom where if the words "what are you doing" came out of her mouth, it's usually not okay, whatever you were doing.
Yeah. But
So-
now, yeah, like up until that point.
Yeah. Then when you're a 20-something-year-old man and she calls and is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You're like, nothing. I'm not doing anything at all. I'm bored. I'm bored out of my mind. I can't think of anything to do. I'm doing anything."
Kari and Colby, open on this one. Let's see what happens here. Because I'm beginning to piece together what's going on. It has an overflow protection, right? That's why it's sending it to the postmaster after a certain amount, right? That I've nailed down, right? That I'm certain of. But I think when it's in overflow and you release that overflow, when it does the overflow protection, it's just like, I was trying to trigger the protection, but you didn't, it didn't need to happen, and I think that's what's confusing it.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, I've never seen anything like this before. This is very, very confusing to me. Where it's, I've seen things that involve the overflow. I mean, I've done things with overflow in the past, right? You know, my Strange Coin farm utilized overflow and stuff like that. But this is some pretty interesting changes to what's going on, and I'm not. I'm gonna open it after it's like, no, should I try to beat the overflow? I'm gonna beat the overflow. The protection that's in place that like sends it to the post, the one token.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it right away. So it instantly gave me the token. I can't even beat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5.
I expected nothing less from you.
Yes. So I got 5, but we did at least 8. Was there 6? We still did more than 6. 3 or 4. But you did more than 3 or 4, Colby. You only got 3 or 4, but you did more than 5. See, I got 6. He got 3 or 4 worth, and Kinkari got 5. Did I get their stuff this time? The fuck?
Did they fix Destiny yet? Good one. Very good joke.
Yeah. Did the clip count better? But I got 5 or 6. He got 3 or 4. The other dude got 5, but we did more than 5. But I sent some to the postmaster. I'm so confused. Something's going on, and I think exactly what's happening is it doesn't know where to put it. But I also got the reward because it sent the reward to the postmaster. Right? But then I still got the reward by opening it? And I got an exotic. I'm gonna send you a message, Tyler.
Okay. I don't know about increasing it, but definitely rolling every time.
Think it's rolling every time?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so this might have to... Okay.
Do you already have data from public event?
Yes.
Okay.
I had 3, but there, I said 3 in my postmaster, but only 2 got sent.
Shit. Destiny is stealing tokens.
It's generating more.
Wait, you said you got 3, but it only sent 2.
No, I got 3. Like, in my postmaster, there was 3, but it only sent 2 of them. Like, I only visually saw...
Okay.
I don't think a Fire Team Medallion is only gonna increase loot chances, and like that's not what my concern is as to what's going on here. Bless you. No, they did not fix 3 coins. Not yet, at least.
What was broken about 3 coins?
They're not functioning on everything properly.
Great.
2 in the postmaster with none sent. Yeah, it's sending things that aren't supposed to be sent, and it's just putting it wherever the fuck it can. You got 8. I mean, Colby got 8. I got 9. Colby got 7. I stole one of King's. I did. Yeah, I got one of King's. Yes. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, I think that's... Exotic item in the postmaster instead of an engram? So it wasn't... Exotic item in the postmaster instead of an engram. He got an exotic item in the postmaster instead of an engram. So normally when you do public events, it gives you exotic engrams, and then you go to cryptos.
Correct. Yeah.
It automatically decrypted his.
That's not great, right?
I mean, it's not harmful, but that's not what's supposed to happen. At 335 as well. That's exactly what's happening. Is if you store too many. Yeah, it's definitely having. This is exactly what's going on. There's too much going on in. This is a memory overflow that's being corrected live, but it doesn't know how to correct it. $89. We had 279 before he left. Why? Why do I need to say engram properly? How am I saying it improperly? What did I say?
It's pronounced Engorms.
I wasn't worried whether or not I was gonna break the game. Like, is this something that Bungie should be concerned with? Depends on what other things you can put it into. So yeah, I got 9. But we didn't do 9 events. That hurts me, Tyler. The guy that told me to pronounce engram properly. Like, I'm not entirely sure. What did I say?
I'm almost positive you said Engrams.
I know.
Engram. Engorms.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay.
Call them endgames.
I'll just call them endgames. Yeah, we'll just call them endgames from now on. That way. Just a whole bunch of endgames. Look at all the endgames I'm getting. You think it decrypted into what I had for some reason? See, I don't know what's going on entirely. I'm piecing it together, but I still don't know. I don't think it's something that Bungie should be directly concerned about. I think this is what they're concerned will happen with the whole shader situation, on why they don't want to. So if one were to solo queue public events and do 15 without opening them, then inviting lower level players to the fire team to the last one, how many rewards would they get and what levels? I don't know. I don't know. Call them condoms for all I care. They already fork you either way. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm just playing along with your correction.
He's just memeing you, my dog. Just getting memed on.
I think this is what they're afraid of with shaders. I think this is exactly what they're afraid of with shaders.
Wait, why shaders?
Okay, so the whole dismantle one shader thing versus dismantle the whole stack thing that everyone freaks out about.
Right. Okay.
It has to generate all the loot at the same time, but since the system doesn't know how to do that, weird things happen. I think this is exactly in practice of what would happen with shaders.
That's pretty interesting. And it would make sense why it's not flooding the character inventory too, or why it wouldn't want to flood the character inventory.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This is
shit. Real quick, everybody. Pizza Hut or Domino's? You should start a poll. Can you start a poll real quick?
I can't, but I can do this. Faster to type it. By the time I typed it, they'd probably heard you say it, so. Yeah, there's a lot of alternatives to dismantling them. I get that, Jeff. Like, and I think that's what they're looking to do, is create alternatives to dismantling them. But this is why they can't. Got one Domino's. Domino's. 3 Domino's right away.
God damn. Domino boys. Yeah, Jeff, I think so many alternatives to dismantling. Maybe that will, like, there's like a final, I guess, RNG system as far as dismantling process. You know what I mean? So that it doesn't really matter what the what the process is. It's always going to end up being the same, which is essentially random.
Yeah. This is like error. Scott meant Domino's. Scott was the only one to say Pizza Hut.
Well, let's go ahead and say anything from Domino's or Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza.
Okay.
So that's real the question now. So Domino's or Pizza Hut stuffed crust.
Let's up the ante here. Let's see what they say here. We just go the easy way. The easy way in our eyes isn't exactly easy. You put them in a situation, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Papa John's, Domino's, lava cakes.
Who's that fucking Papa John's? You piece of shit.
Pap John's.
Pap John's LMAO. Oh boy.
Daddy John's.
Flip a three coins.
It may not be hard to code, it's the how does it interact with the rest of the code. Looking at something as a sole thing, like by itself, sure.
Yeah, I know you're the one who says Papa John's. Fucking circle garbage is what Papa John's is.
Circle garbage.
Okay, Puffin Stuff. I think you nailed it, man. Stuffed crust. There it is. This episode of Destiny 2 has been brought by Pizza Hut.
Please sponsor me.
Please sponsor me. Thank you for your sponsorship, Pizza Hut. Without you, this stream could not have happened. I mean, it would have happened, but thanks anyway.
It definitely would have happened. Circle garbage is the best. I appreciate you for calling it circle. Fucking. I feel like Papa John's just change their logo.
Change its name to Circle Garbage. Oh my god, dude! If I ever happen to come across or come into ownership of any sort of pizza company, that is the #1 product we're creating.
Just Circle Garbage. What is Papa John's logo? Did they throw in a Better People now? Is there a Better People in there? Better Pizza, Better People, Papa John's, or is it still just Better?
I think it's just it's me, Papa John's. Come get the pizza. No, he's fired though. He quit.
Did he really?
Yeah, Papa John's is not the CEO of Papa John's anymore. Shit you not. He just left.
Their motto should be like Circle Garbage, brought to you by the NFL.
There you go. Oh shit. All right, so here we are, Pizza Hut app. Well, we got to get stuffed crust though. That's what everybody.
Better ingredients.
That's the only reason Pizza Hut won.
Better People. The fuck did I get Better People from? Better ingredients, better pizza.
Better ingredients, better penises. .com. All right, Pizza Hut. Where is my handy dandy? Oh, there it is, right there. It's even got its own trademark logo. Reorder.
You see how solid this flag is?
Large original stuffed crust. Create your own pizza, and when it says create your own, it's got pepperoni and green peppers on it, and 14 2-liter Pepsis.
14 2-liter Pepsis?
No, I'm not going that ridiculous this time.
Have you done that in the past?
Yeah. Well, you saw. Did I ever show you the result of ordering 99 sauce packets from Pizza Hut?
No.
They literally gave me their entire inventory. They brought it to me.
What?
They just brought me 2 or 3 shopping bags full of sauce because they were like, at first they called me and I intentionally was like not specific when they called me because they're like, hey, so we noticed on your order you ordered 99 sauce packets, so we were curious if that was a mistake or if you only meant to just do one. You might have clicked the wrong arrow. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I only clicked it once. And she was like, okay, great, that's what we thought. But they still brought their entire inventory of fucking sauce.
Oh yeah, I only clicked it once. Oh man.
God damn. It was too good. Dude, so many YouTube subscriptions. Holy shit. So many emails.
What? What do you mean?
YouTube subscriptions and Twitch following.
What? What do you mean? Oh. Oh.
I'm getting notifications for them.
Okay.
A ton of them. I never turned them off. Because I'm the best. I like to be reminded of how awesome I am.
Okay. I did that early on, but then when you start getting like 50 emails a day, it gets really...
Oh, yeah. It's already getting to that point. It's already getting to that point where I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. It was fun while it lasted.
I like that these flags are solid.
Yeah, I was looking at that while you were jumping around. Good flag design. Very reactive. Oh, Traveler Ball, look at you.
Yeah, Traveler Ball. That's an Easter egg, Tyler.
It is. It is an Easter egg.
No, it really is.
I know it is. All right. The order has been made. The pizza is being baked.
What is that flag made out of? I don't know. Space magic? Probably made out of space magic.
It's made out of fabric and wind.
And wind. But specifically space magic.
I don't know if Pizza Hut does pineapple because I don't think that Pizza Hut makes bad decisions.
Like that other place known as Circle Garbage.
Circle Garbage. The extra pineapple.
Why isn't this one solid? This one solid? This one? Why isn't this one solid, Bungie? They're so fucking inconsistent with their development. Wonder how many people took that seriously. Like, take that out of context. Just me saying they're so fucking inconsistent with their development.
Yeah. Maybe that one is because they know that people wanted to run up that ramp and jump on that little platform.
So like, maybe if we only make the one that's easily accessible, not solid.
They do. I don't know that for sure. I don't know if I believe you. I have the app open though. Let's find out.
It's because it's Circle Garbage, Ryan. It's Circle Garbage. Alright, well, I don't know what else to say about this weirdness that's going on with public events and like the whole storage thing. Yeah, it's not there outside of... Who else is talking? Tyler.
It's me, Michael. You don't remember me?
Easily accessible. It's playing hard to get. Gotta turn it on first.
Wait a minute, are those cannons over there?
Where?
Like off in the distance, like non-traversable area. They look like artillery pieces or something.
I don't know which direction I was looking at the time when you said over there.
Oh, just look around, you'll find them.
In retrospect to the Traveler, which direction are they?
The opposite side. They face outside of the
Yes.
wall.
Those are cannons. What are you hmming about?
I just wondered why they would need those. I don't know. Because they're artillery pieces and they got attacked by air. So it literally didn't matter that they had them. But who knows? Space magic, right? They could be rail guns.
Maybe. But those look awfully a lot like just normal artillery cannons. To shoot out that way.
For warning shots. Really expensive big warning shots.
You know what I don't understand now that I think about this? So that tower in the background, right? The one that's all broken and shit?
Yeah.
That's the old tower. The one that we got attacked at. So we decided to go like less than a mile away and set up shop again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna leave that bitch burning too.
Like we just set up like we already showed that we're susceptible for aerial attack at that location.
Yes.
So we set up just a little bit away again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Closer to the ground.
I mean, why didn't we like totally like move way the fuck down the wall? Or like away?
Well, we're talking about people who almost wrote a complete story. So
God damn it.
Don't really know, and I doubt that anybody would know.
I guess it could be like, oh, look at that. That's where we used to be. But like for a like super military like space magic army of superhumans who have figured out space travel due to a floating rock. Why didn't we move farther away?
Oh, don't get too excited because what's his face? Rat and Mole took all of our. Oh no, he didn't. Just kidding. He didn't do that.
Do you call him Rat and Mole?
Mole Rat. Well, these should be called rat moles, though. Should be hard to say. Should be abrasive.
I like rat and mole because that's too. Your brain doesn't want to put an N before an M.
Looks like a flea market in LA from that angle. It is. Welcome to Los Angeles. This is it. This is the future of Los Angeles.
I don't get it. Just don't get it.
You remember we were playing Destiny 1 and we were looking into the city?
Yeah, we did.
And we were like,
this.
oh man, how exciting would that be if like there was like something to do in the city, like if the city came under attack or something like that. Like, wow, what a cool world that we'd be able to, you know, shoot shit in.
Yeah.
And then
the city got under attack and nothing happened.
Yeah, they didn't do any of that shit. They didn't even do a little bit of it. It was in the trailers though, in all the promo material that cost, you know, as much as an entire video game per minute to produce.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Zavala? You cuck?
I just don't. Like, the entire game of The Division is down there.
True. It is.
But they didn't do it.
They didn't do it. Well, that's fine, Michael. I don't remember you either.
It's Amethyst. Freaking it's Auto Body Man. Changed to Michael. Unless Michael is Auto Body Man's like catfish. Or using Auto Body Man to catfish because it's the same fucking.
That's probably it. The latter is the truth.
That Michael is using Auto Body Man's profile picture to catfish people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are correct. Those buildings are disproportionately tall. Either that or they're built into the ground. One or the other.
Those are very large, those are very, very, very large buildings.
Yeah. You know, a game is doing that, or trying to at least. Star Citizen.
Fucking really big cities.
Yeah, well, I forgot what the planet is called because it doesn't matter, but the entire planet is going to be covered in like metropolitan shit.
And then if you really want to think about it, you see that thing that's like way the fuck like right next to my hunter's like little horn thing?
Mm-hmm.
That thing is super fucking tall.
Oh yeah.
Those are so tall.
Yeah, but we have Glimmer and we can make anything.
True. I guess Engram is a state of matter. So did I break Destiny?
Oh.
Ingram is a state of matter, apparently, according to the lore.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, great, right? Anyway.
It's the loot box stage of fucking material. Idiots.
Did I break Destiny? Yes, and I'm not sure what is actually going on, but it did break, and it was giving my rewards to other people, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on. So I've been here for like 3 hours, and for like the last 45 minutes we've been standing in the tower. I think I'm gonna call it good for here. I'll be back at some point. Cost coins, guys. Cost coins. There's more than one coin. There you go.
I'm gonna tweet out when my pizza has arrived, and if you're genuinely curious,
I'll retweet it.
Yeah, Matt will retweet when my pizza arrives.
I will retweet I'll retweet when his pizza arrives when he tweets that his pizza has arrived. But
I don't want any of your chat to think that I'm a dishonest person. I didn't waste their time making all those hard decisions about which pizza was better and the fact that Papa John's shouldn't exist.
Or be changed to circle garbage.
Circle garbage.
But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, chat. So goodbye. I'll be back at some point.
Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye, chat.
The next threat